Quality or quantity? Which is more crucial, most crucial to doing the things that you want to do well? When it comes to like your romantic life, when it comes to like your platonic relationships, platonic relationships, when it comes to like having a good diet, when it comes to exercise, when it comes to building a presence on social media, which is most important? Quality or quantity? Of course, it depends. And I'm not going to like sit here and defend quantity because, of course, quality is also really important. But in my opinion, it's important only when you have passed a certain point in quantity. For example, if you have like only 3 meals that you really like eating and that are actually good for you, that are actually healthy, it will be extremely hard to maintain a healthy diet because you'll get bored of those 3 meals because the quantity is so small. So you need to up the quantity in order for the quality to go up as a result. So let's explore how you can do this in multiple domains because, of course, building a healthy diet and a healthy exercise routine is very different from actually like building a YouTube channel. And let's see when to use quantity and when to use the one and only quality. Somebody who has recently started to train calisthenics, at the very beginning, one of the hardest things to do was to find the correct exercises to do in order to like build muscle and strength, but also a good amount of exercises. Because after doing dips, pull-ups, push-ups, these being like the 3 crucial exercises for like calisthenics, you kind of get a little bit bored. You need a little bit of variation, right? Isn't that right? Well, in my opinion, not really. Because if you look at the like top tier calisthenics athletes, they only do dips and pull-ups and variations of dips and pull-ups. So in this domain, in like calisthenics, but in my opinion, in like exercise and fitness in general, you need to find the very best exercises to do and do variations of them. For example, you can do muscle ups, like the pull up and the muscle up are, I don't want to say like the same thing because a muscle up is basically just, you know what a muscle up is. I don't need to explain what a muscle up is, but it's just a little bit harder. It's still a variation of the basic like pulling motion. That's not good form. Pulling motion, whatever, that you do during a pull up. You can also do negative pull ups, and it's like almost the same movement, but weirder in a sense. There are so many different things you can do with that base exercise because it's so varied within itself. Pulling is just like an activity, a motion that has so many different variables to it. You can play around with it to infinity, and you can also add weights. You can do weighted calisthenics. It's really fun. I don't know any examples that I don't know if I can give you like examples when it comes to like weightlifting or whatever, because I did like very little of that, or like 2 kilogram weights. So yeah, research it further if you want to. And of course, with dips, push-ups and dips are like the same movement. It's pushing, so there's a bit of variety with that. You can do knee push-ups. Some people call it girl push-ups, but I wouldn't call knee push-ups girl push-ups for obvious reasons. You can also do incline push-ups. It's really fun. There's a lot of variety. And of course, quantity in this section is basically directly tied to quality. You need to find the most quality exercises when it comes to like what you're trying to do: calisthenics, weightlifting, bodybuilding in general, I don't know, cardio, whatever you're into, and just find the best exercises and do a large quantity of variations of those exercises. Now let's move on to diet, as we've already like touched a little bit upon it. Quantity when it comes to diet is a little bit stranger because of course quantity is not referring to eating as much as possible. It's referring to how many ideas of like dishes do you have. For the longest time, for breakfast, I was eating like sugary cereal with milk. But for the longest time, I don't know, the second longest time for like a year, I was eating oatmeal. Just like porridge. Literally just porridge. And guess what? I got sick of it pretty fast, and sometimes I would alternate between that like diabolical sugary breakfast and porridge, because porridge is like the most boring thing on earth, but it's still kind of healthy and delicious in my opinion. Don't call it horse food. You'll see that you'll like it if you put like some peanut butter or whatever. We're talking about food, so whatever. With lunch, I also had the same problem for like a very long amount of time. I was eating veggies with meat. And guess what? I got pretty tired of it. You need to alternate with, I don't know, chicken with rice, whatever. And with dinner is like one of my most egregious diet mistakes is with dinner. Because for the longest time I had no idea. I would just eat bread with butter, add some like, I don't know, lemon jam, whatever. But now I just like prepare some freezed up veggies and go to town. It's actually quite fantastic. Put some olive oil on top. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, but even that isn't even that good because I don't have more ideas than just like downing half a kilogram of vegetables. So get like 100 different ideas of healthy things that you can eat. For example, with breakfast, what did I do with breakfast? Instead of eating only oatmeal, I also added, I don't know, just crack open 4 eggs and make an omelet, or boil them, do whatever, just eat the goddamn eggs, or just yogurt with fresh fruit, which is like a top breakfast idea. Yeah, so many different options. Eat bananas, eat fruit, eat vegetables, eat meat, eat rice, eat carbs. You know, there are many plein de trucs, many things that you can eat and that are actually healthy. You just need to like make a gargantuous list of them, a humongous list of them, and eat them. Because if you don't have a list, you'll end up eating burgers or shawarma, whatever your, I don't know, default unhealthy food is, because we all have one. Now, I'd like to touch upon one more thing. Relationships. And maybe a little bit about how like to build a YouTube channel, because I'm still in like the quantity phase, and I should probably get into the quality phase pretty soon. People have become absolutely brain dead, including you and me. So in order to actually get a good quality friends and good quality high quality, Jesus Christ, good quality, high quality relationships, you need to find a lot of people in the first place. You need to go to school and make friends with and become friends with every single kid in every single class in order to find like two good people that you would actually like to hang out with. You need to win a national competition and get revered and I don't know what, and that will maybe open up some like opportunities for you to find some pretty good people. And even those people are going to be profoundly flawed, because even you, no matter how good you are, there will be things that you are an absolute moron at. I'm good at rhetoric. I'm absolutely fantastic at rhetoric. I'm the best speaker ever. I like speaking. But guess what? When it comes to, I don't know, maths or computer science or pretty much anything that isn't like history, geography, psychology, philosophy, the social sciences, I'm not exactly a brainlet, but I'm not good at them either. I'll just leave you with that. And I'm sure there are plenty of examples of every single person on earth has plenty of the same examples as I do. Maybe you're really good at cooking. Guess what? You probably suck at drawing. Or maybe you're good at both and just have no idea how to string a sentence together. Yeah, everybody has flaws, which means that you need to look at everybody, choose what flaws are the best. As Mark Manson says, choose your battle, I think. Choose your fight, choose your difficulties. That's when it comes to like life in general. But choose your difficulties and flaws when it comes to friends, and actually find the friends that have the least evident flaws, or the flaws that are maybe even most polar opposite to your flaws, because you'll be hyperfixated on them, on their flaws, and they will be hyperfixated on your flaws. Just some advice. Lastly, when it comes to building a social media presence, you probably shouldn't be listening to me because I only have like 1,100 subscribers on YouTube. So, take it with a grain of salt. But at the beginning, in the beginning, do a lot of quantity, like record every single day, post, 7 times a day. Just get your videos out of there, because as Alex Hormozi says, quantity negates luck. You don't need luck anymore if you have quantity. And once you get like enough quantity when it comes to like followers, put out some actual quality content, because that's basically what like every big YouTuber does. Just look at Mr. Beast's upload schedule. He uploads, weekly, every 2 weeks, I don't even know. And yeah, some people might not call it quality content, but it brings in the most cash on the platform. So he needs to be doing something right. But at the beginning, if you look at his upload schedule, I'm pretty sure he was also posting pretty often. So when it comes to like social media, followers, gathering followers, that's probably the way to go. In conclusion, quantity and quality are just as important. You can't have quality without quantity in some cases, and quantity without quality just will degenerate you into something that you will not want to be. So send this to somebody who you love, somebody who needs it, or do a double whammy and send it to somebody who fills in both of those criterias, and I will see you later.